Governor Gavin Newsom from California. Governor of California has a very important message for Democrats. I want to play it right away, and then I want to go into it a little bit further at the other side. Check this out, and then we'll take it on the other side.
The right wing has been formulating this stuff for decades. They have a structure of leadership that's been incredibly effective.
Yeah.
And there isn't an analog on the left.
No.
I look at what you did and what you were saying in the wake of the Dobbs decision. You were out there saying,
where is the Democratic Party? Where's the party? Why aren't we standing up more firmly, more resolutely? Why aren't we calling this out?
how lacking are we at the national level in the Democratic Party?
I mean, there's no doubt states are on the front lines of the rights battles. Period, full stop. And the Supreme Court now has made that crystal clear. We've honed ourselves and focused our energies perhaps more distinctively in that respect. But we have a messaging problem. I really believe it. And you can argue, all right, what are we doing on comprehensive immigration reform? What are we doing on a number of other issues? I'm not going to deny the substantive challenges our party has as well, addressing those tough and vexing issues. It's not just a messaging problem, but a messaging problem that has persisted with our party for years and years, constantly on the defense. We allow these culture wars to take shape, and we consistently are on the back end of them. 8 of the top 10 states with the highest murder rates, all are Republican states. How do Democrats not know that? In fact, it's really 9 out of 10. Georgia went for Biden, but it's really a Republican state, or at least a red state. 8 out of 10. And we're losing that message? Crime is higher, as well as taxes here for the average citizen in Texas. It's higher, violent crime and property crimes than in the state of California. 67% higher gun death rate in Texas. Why don't we push back? Why are we
why
on the
don't
offense?
why don't we?
I don't know. In terms of my current point of view, I'm optimistic about our ability to turn this around if we go on the offense. That's why I'm doing the billboards. That's why I'm doing these ads. That's why I'm doing these TV commercials in other states. Take it to them and take it to that damn social media network, whatever that thing's called, True Social, which, by the way, I can't imagine is going to be around in 1 to 2 more years. We have to broaden that focus and focus on building this party institutionally across the spectrum and develop a more comprehensive narrative where we can take these great policies that we embrace and enjoy and take our vulnerabilities and package them in a way where we can go on the offensive much more collaboratively and aggressively, using the tools at our disposal as we build the surround sound and build the apparatus that the other side has done. Success leaves clues, after all, and reconcile the fact that we're losing the messaging debate broadly, state by state in this country.
I'm sorry to say, the governor is absolutely right, but it goes even deeper. We can go policy after policy. He brought up that the crime rate is higher in red states, states run by Republicans. He brought up that taxes, the effective taxes on the poor is higher in red states than they are in blue states. And notice what I said, the effective tax rate on the middle class is higher in these states. And there was a quantifiable analysis done between Texas and California for people in the middle class a few weeks ago that proved that point. Now, there are many other things, right? I mean, why are we losing the health care, being able to pass true health care for all type policies, given that we can see in red states the health outcomes are so much worse than in blue states? We can talk about education. We can talk about every item that refers to the social contract between government and people. And what we find is every single red state lags over and over again. And that is not even to speak about most red states are taker states. And I hate to put it that way because, that was the Mitt Romney kind of a deal. But most of these red states have their hands out to the federal government so that California, New York, and other big blue states are taking care of their people. And the reason why is, they like to preach about we have low taxes. What they mean is they rip you off. Look at what happened recently. I think was it either Mississippi, in Mississippi, where they actually give the welfare money to the rich, vis-a-vis Brett Favre getting millions of dollars from the welfare fund to do things that rich people do. Come on, folks. You can't lose a messaging war when you're the people that you should be messaging against have such corrupt policies that definitely hurt not only their people but everybody in the entire country. Gavin Newsom is absolutely right. We need to get the messaging, but we need to get it in a fashion that everybody understands. I want to digress a bit because Democrats aren't fools. The leading Democrats aren't fools. There is a reason why they don't hit as hard as they could. I want you guys to think about this. There is a reason why they don't hit as hard as they could. Because in doing so, they will have to go after many of the people who themselves are funding some of those same neoliberals. So let's get our act straight. Let's make sure vote and elect the appropriate progressives into power. Those that are not going to be bought off by the plutocracy, the oligarchy, the corporatocracy. Let's do this right. Vote and vote correctly. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number 1, subscribe to our channel. And number 2, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.